America.
Right, so what's the turnaround time on this? No, guys, we can't have the national flag be a snake that says don't tread on me, bitch. No guns on the flag. No bears. No penises. How about pink? Fine. Salmon. We're not doing the British flag with a piece of poop on it, but I do love that idea. You want stripes? Okay, yeah, stripes, fine, but which way? Stripes this way are slimming, stripes this way are fattening. Especially on you, and we all know you don't do a ton of manual labor. Right, Thomas? You've decided to call yourselves founding fathers? Cute. Yeah, it's really cute. Hey, TJ, stop sticking yourself with the pins. It looks stupid. Wait, guys, we fund the war by putting the design on trucker hats, bikinis, yoga pants, towels, mugs. No, George, stop touching. George, stop. Just stop touching. I'm not gonna say it again. I'm gonna count to 5 and you're gonna get your hands off. That's 1. Can we act like grown men, please? Just sit down and shut up while I do the work. What am I, a freaking babysitter? Let go. Let go. Let go. No, we're not adding any more stars. Sorry. Who's making the flag? Is it you? Is it you? No, it's me. Mr. President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Can you sew? No, because you're a boy. That's it? That's all you're paying me? This is a paperclip. Gentlemen, do we already have a wage gap issue we need to talk about? Wait, I'm sorry. I don't think I heard you correctly. You're telling me I can't vote. No, you know what? Get back here, Thomas. Get back here.
Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died to give that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her to this day. I'm proud to be an American. God bless the U.S.
It sounds like millennials living through another disaster. Millennials living through another disaster. Millennials living through another disaster. Recession, war, recession, war, recession, war, recession, war, recession, war, recession, war. We just wanna fucking break. Should we rent a cottage? Or should we rent a bunker? Should we go to dinner or stock our bunker with non-perishables? Millennials living through another disaster. Millennials living through another disaster. Millennials living through another disaster.
I thought evil would be smarter, hot take, villain, big plan, big mind. I thought evil would be sexy, hot like the movies, latex and shine. I thought evil would be complex, layered, dimensional, sinister depth. Turns out it's ugly, stupid, and simple. I get a lot and the rest can get less. I get to live and the rest can get dead.
For eyes, you should be shunned by your friends. You should be disowned by your family. You should be taken from the things you love and placed under the bricks of our city. You better stop though. You're working for the modern day Gestapo. Think you're a hero. You're really, 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 really not though. You're not though. And when there's a blowback and you're on trial and the kids go no contact, there'll be no one left to blame but yourself.
Fireworks never hurt no one. Get as close as you want to them. It is perfectly fine. Fireworks never hurt no one. Light them directly underneath you. You can never die. Best place to see them is directly below. Light them all at once. Stand real close. Your friends think that you're crazy. They'll never know how wonderful the night will be when you're the one that explodes.
Brian, did you see what's in Trump's new bill that just got passed?
No, I haven't. Is it bad?
It's really bad, dude. Check this out.
And now, breaking details on the newly passed One Big Beautiful Bill. The bill includes sweeping tax reforms, military expansion, and direct garnishment of 90% of Brian Bo Nelson's income
That's you.
for the next 35 years.
Yo, what?
In the 940-page bill, it states that the
Why did they use that photo? I look so
Focus,
bad.
Brian!
Automatically take it to fund the new missile defense system.
They're taking 90% of my income.
They signed the bill because Brian Bo Nelson is, quote, a pussy-ass bitch who would let this happen because he's too stupid to figure out how to stop it.
How is this real? I can't even... Why am I paying 1/3 of the fucking missile defense system? I can barely pay 1/3 of our rent.
I know, and that's coming up, by the way. So you got to figure this out.
Wait a minute, this is real?
Yes, dude. Are you looking up what to do? Brian.
This dog has a sombrero on.
It's known as Alligator Alcatraz, which is very appropriate because I looked outside and it's not a place I want to go hiking anytime soon. But very soon this facility will house some of the most menacing migrants, some of the most vicious people on the planet. We're surrounded by miles of treacherous swampland, and the only way out is really deportation.
He said he hopes that other governors will do the same thing, and even suggested that maybe these sorts of facilities wouldn't be so temporary after all. Yeah, it's a temporary facility being built on an out-of-use airstrip in the middle of the Everglades. There are repurposed FEMA trailers and huge white tents, complete with air conditioning and beds with interior walls made of chain-link fencing. It was built by the state of Florida, and the state will be reimbursed with FEMA funding. And it's supposed to start housing migrants facing deportation beginning tomorrow and can house up to 3,000 people. President Trump seemed pretty excited about the fact that it is surrounded by alligators and venomous snakes.
That these words are even about to come out of my mouth. But beloved, we cannot be feeding people to alligators. Do you understand? That's just not something you do in a civilized society, my love. What are we, a nation of bootleg James Bond villains? What's next? We're going to put frickin' laser beams on the alligators' heads? This is America. It's not the wasteland from Mad Max. Okay, this is an idea born from the ravings of a mad goblin king to punish Bilbo Baggins. It's not something we should be doing in these United States of America. Do you understand? When people said they like white monsters, they meant the energy drink, not the owner and proprietor of a South Florida Dracula castle. Like, look, I get Laura Loomer's really into the idea, but the woman spent a ton of money trying to make herself look like Jigsaw from the Saw movies. She's probably at the White House right now, riding around on a tiny tricycle, trying to convince anyone who will listen to install a Ninja Warrior obstacle course over the alligator pit. She's a mad woman. What's your excuse? What is at no point where you're like, yeah, feed people to alligators, and you didn't think I might be a minion from Despicable Me? I just, if you know somebody who is pro this idea or even really just doesn't care, flee. Flee in terror.
The 4th of July, don't forget to be proud and excited that, America is...
Guys, what if someone did it tomorrow? What if someone did it tomorrow? That would get me celebrating the 4th of July. That would get me feeling very patriotic. God bless America. Seriously, someone needs to take one for the team. I'm getting scared. Okay, how about tomorrow? Happy 4th, little 4th of July treat. Yeah, we're gonna need to wrap this up. All right, it's getting really bad. So, tomorrow?
What finally happens, I'll still have to go to work, feign concern with all my coworkers and try to hide a smirk.
On the day it finally happens, I'll be holding back my tears, cause the pollen count is way too high around this time of year.
On the day it finally happens, I'll still have to change my sheets. Think I left them in the dryer since around this time last week.
On the day it finally happens, I still won't know what to eat. Takes so long to brine a turkey, but you just can't beat my meat.
On the day it finally happens, I'll still have to see my doc, so he can tell me not to smoke and call me fat and touch my
chest and say your heartbeat is too fast if you've been getting enough sleep. Now say no, not really lately, but tonight I'm counting sheep.
On the day it finally happens, I'll forget to unsubscribe from a streaming service with one show that sucks since season 5.
On the day it finally happens, shit will still grind on my gears. Still got 98 more problems on the wall, so grab a beer.
This is my favorite thing ever written about black sheep and families, and it's from Bert Hellinger. Quote, "The so-called black sheep in the family are, in fact, seekers of liberation roads for the family tree. Those members of the tree who do not adapt to the rules or traditions of the family system, those who are constantly seeking to revolutionize beliefs, going in contrast to the roads marked by family traditions, those criticized, tried, and even rejected, they are called to release the tree of repetitive stories that frustrate entire generations. The black sheep, those who do not adapt, those who scream, rebel, repair, and detoxify, create a new and blooming branch. Countless unfulfilled desires, unfulfilled dreams, and frustrated talents of our ancestors manifest themselves in the black sheep's rebellion looking to take place. The family tree, by inertia, will want to continue to maintain the castrating and toxic course of its trunk, which makes the black sheep's task difficult and conflicting. Let no one make you doubt. Take care of your rarity as the most precious flower of your tree. You are the dream of all of your ancestors.
They're never gonna call a train to take us to the bad place. They can't, because we're already here. This is the bad place.
Anti-empathy movement in evangelicalism, when you drill down on it, is motivated by seeing some Christians promoting progressive causes because we care about people. If you care about people to the point where you would agree with a progressive solution, you've left acceptable behavior for what? For a Christian? For our tribe. You know, and that's when you boil down like Basham's book, what it really is, it's about political tribalism. Right. It's like these people who call themselves Christians are not loyal to our right-wing political tribe, and therefore they must be shamed.
The Christians who are supporting Alligator Auschwitz, who are buying merch for Alligator Auschwitz, who are gleefully making jokes about Alligator Auschwitz, they're not hypocrites. This right here is the logical result of their Christian faith. This is what hell theology creates. Hell is a divine concentration camp. It's a torture chamber in the sky. And they already believe that every single human ever born deserves to go to hell, deserves to go to God's concentration camp. And the only way to get out of it is to lick the boot of God. They already believe that. If they've already been desensitized to the eternal suffering of others, the never-ending suffering of others, then why on earth would they care about people suffering here? Why would they have a problem with a man-made concentration camp when they already support God's? Their Christian faith has desensitized them. Their Christian faith has taught them that any punishment handed down by an authority figure is automatically justified because the authority figure said it was. That's their standard for hell. Why would it be any different?
To do that. So what happens now? Oh, what happens now? He wasn't supposed to do that. He needed approval. Sure, but what happens now? What steps will you take? He shoulders responsibility for what happens from here on out. What does that mean? He doesn't care. Look at him. He's like the guy at the end of Dead Silence. I think Stephen Miller just crawls in and rambles some stuff. We demand clear answers about this. What does that mean? I know a bunch of you are planning on running in 2028. What are you gonna say? I'll say, come and arrest me. No, not Gavin. Say, hey, come and arrest me. Anybody else come up with something?
We could say, this isn't us. This isn't America.
Please don't do that. This is most definitely us. This is like peak us. Arrest me, tough guy, 2028. Is anyone other than Gavin Shark Eyes Newsom brainstorming right now? He was supposed to ask us before taking military action, and he didn't put us in a group threat or anything. Stand up straight. Oh.
We can't do anything by ourselves. We need Republicans to come to the table.
Those guys? You're waiting for those guys to come to the table?
Bans team.
When's the last time they were interested in anything bipartisan?
We all agreed TikTok should be banned.
That wasn't a compromise. That was you guys falling into a big hole with like twigs sprinkled across it.
Oh.
He should be impeached. Yes, so then what?
Well, we would need Republicans to come to the table.
Copy them. Copy something out of their playbook. What have they done to make life very hard for you? When Obama was president, what did they do?
Those things were pretty rude. I don't know if we want to be rude.
Hey, picture me your sunglasses. Come and arrest me.
When I say abolish ICE and you say, what about these other guys? I can care about two things, you dumbass. When I say free Palestine and you say, what about Ukraine? I can care about two things, you dumbass. When I talk about one thing and you interject with another, it seems less like concern, more like diversion. And in your feeble mind, everything is black and white, but I can care about two things, you virgin.
I want paved streets, no potholes. I want clean water for every living soul. I want to feel safe, gun control. I guess I'm right.
For ICE, you should be shunned by your friends. You should be disowned by your family. You should be taken from the things you love and placed under the bricks of our city.
Called Mar-a-Lago face. I'm gonna show you a picture of somebody pre-Mar-a-Lago face, and you have to guess who they are. That's first daughter-in-law and recording artist Laura Trump.
Oh my God!
Now,
what the fuck I wanted to see.
You over there hating, but that face got her a job on Fox News.
I'm not hating. I love this shit. This rules. I demand to see 8 more of these.
Christy Nolan.
Oh my God! This rules, dude.
Amber, you want to see another one? Give Amber the next beautiful woman.
She did it to herself, though. So it's okay to laugh at it. But she was gorgeous.
And she still is.